Hi, finally we come to Unit 4. So let's make it faster. So, Unit 4, we have water, 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 water everywhere, right? So, we have waterfalls, we have rivers, we have ice. So, three forms of ice solid form, ice, or snow, right? How about liquid form, water? We have liquid form in rivers, in waterfalls, in ice or swamps, everywhere, right? How about the gas form, vapor, right? So, do you like to soak your feet in the ocean? The salt water in the Dead Sea is so salty that everybody could possibly just float. Basically, everybody. Why can everyone just float in the Dead Sea? Ever since it's 8 times saltier than any ocean, right? You can float on it. Um, the Dead Sea is like 400 meters below sea level, and it's the world's deepest saltwater lake. And how about ice? Ice. So the Hubbard Glacier is in North America, is in Alaska. So it has been flowing toward the ocean for centuries, for such a long time. It is actually carving the rocks along the way. It has been carving. It is formed from billions of drops of water that froze like billions of years ago. And um, in the whole world, around 70% of fresh water is frozen, right? On the planet's surface is frozen. So it's fresh water, not groundwater, right? So, what is the water above the ground? Surface water, right? And how about in the swamp? Oh, we know uh, the swamp can help filter the dirty water, and they provide home to a lot of animals or creatures. The Asmat swamp in Indonesia is home to amazing animals like crocodiles, sea snakes, Komodo dragons. These wetlands are important because they provide a home to many, many creatures. They control floods. They also filter the plants, the sand, the mud, try to filter dirty water, make the water clean, right? So, the next page is song lyrics. If you don't want to sing it, page 66. Have has been doing something. Have has been doing something. Um, if we say you have done something, it means you finished. But I have been doing something. The thing still goes on, right? We also use for instance for have has been doing something. Good. How about whatever, whenever, whoever, whatever. Okay, so whatever we do, we try to save water, right? Whoever tells the teacher about the leaking faucet, he or she can save water. Okay, people just use a lot of water whenever we live, right? Right. So whenever, whoever, whatever, just to read it carefully, try to make sure you know how to make sentences. I know you probably just lost your patience. How about page 70? Page 70, the long article. Wow, look at this. A lot of numbers, a lot of data, or a lot of information. How about this? As usual, we use a picture. we make a map, a mind map to talk about the water. Water in our world. Water in the world. First of all, in this article, we talk about the different locations of water, right? Above the ground, surface water. Under the ground, groundwater. In the air, water vapor, right? Yes. So we have a lot of water in the world, right? 75%, right it here, like 75% of the earth is covered by water. Yes, we only have 25% of land. We don't live in the ocean, right? Which means we have a lot of water, but there is only a small portion of water that we can use. There is not much water we can use. Why? Yes, so a among all the water in the world, 97.5% is salt water. So, which means we only have 2.5% of fresh water. So, about can we also check out this picture? So can we try to make it larger here? As you can see, 75% of the earth is the blue part is all water, right? So we don't have much green part. We don't have much land. We have a huge portion of ocean. But remember, among all the water, 97.5% of it is the ocean. We don't drink the ocean water, do we? We don't normally use the ocean water. It's too expensive. Which means we only have 2.5% of fresh water. Water around the world is fresh. Among all the fresh water, among all the fresh water, in all the fresh water, in all the fresh water in the world, 70% of the fresh water is frozen, right? 70% of the fresh water is frozen. We don't get to use them. And back to this article, this picture. So 70% of fresh water is iced, and 29% of it of the fresh water is polluted, which means we can only use less than 1% of the fresh water in the world, in the whole world. Among all the fresh water we can use, people could use only 5% goes to the family faucet, and 95% of it we used the drinking water, we use the fresh water, we use the clean water to produce to produce food, to make energy, to manufacture the things we need, to make the food that we need. So in this picture, you can see, for example, if you want to make a cup of coffee, if you want to make one little cup of coffee, it's not big, right? But each cup of coffee takes 140 liters of water, because you need to water the cacao trees, you need to clean the cacao beans, and when you make oh, sorry, it's cacao. Sorry. But it's similar. It's similar. You need to grow the coffee trees, and you need to collect the coffee beans. And when you collect the coffee beans, when you dry them, when you try to get rid of the berry part of the beans, you need to wash them. You need to clean them, and It takes a lot of water. Right. For potato chips, for milk, milk is not just milk. When you collect the milk, you need to purify it. By purifying or killing the bacteria, you waste a lot of water, right? So for making shoes, for making t-shirts, we all use a lot of water. Okay, so this is called a water footprint. This is called a water footprint. What does it mean, water footprint? Water footprint is actually the amount of water that we use to make things. For example, how much water do we need to make one little piece of t-shirt? One single t-shirt takes 2,700 liters of water for only one t-shirt. Is so amazing, don't you think? Actually, to be honest, I was shocked when I saw the data, when I saw such information. This is why, this is why we have so little water. We don't have a lot of water that we can use, right? As you can see, all the water in the world, only 2.5% of it is fresh. And among all the fresh water, only 1% that we can reach, we can use. Ever since we have ice, that we have mm, frozen glacier, right? We have icebergs, and we have a lot of polluted water, like the swamps, or like in the river. We don't really use the dirty water. Among the very little clean water, we don't really drink most of it. We use most of our clean water to produce food, to make energy, to, I don't know, we're really wasting the clean water, right? So this is why we actually have the same amount of water. The water doesn't go away, but the clean water, the amount of clean water could be reduced, right? This is why to value, to protect, to make sure that we could have enough water to use. This is why, come on, here, we need to make sure we try to conserve the water. Water conservation is very important. So when we water our lawns and when we water our flowers, think of this. Half or more of the water we used in the cities is in the outdoor area. So we use a lot of water outdoors. Normally, when we try to save water, we think about indoor saving. But how about outdoors? Um, Before that, I really want to show you a little video of American life. So this is like, if you're interested, I'll just show it very quickly. Little boxes. Okay. Yes. And this is like American life, American lifestyle. Do you see it? Yes. This is America, very classic kind of American um, rural area, American society. As you can see, hi, I'm sorry. As you can see, each house has a lawn. Each house has a garden. It is required, and each house, the owner has to take care of the lawn by himself or herself. This is why It takes a lot of water. They need a lot of water outdoors. This is why, as you can see, a lot of lawns, a lot of lawns, and this these are not really rich people. Um, they have a comfortable life, but it's like, oh, sorry, it's weeds. It's uh, a very interesting TV show. Anyway, this is why people use a lot of water outdoors. How do we save water, especially in the desert? If they don't have a lot of rain and they still use a lot of water outdoors, it's a nightmare. It's horrible. This then this is why it was a problem in Las Vegas a decade ago, 10 years ago. More than 60% of the water was used for outdoor spaces. So the city of Las Vegas just started a program to encourage people to use desert plants in their yards. Desert plants are like, sorry, desert, desert plants are like, so desert plants are like, other than cactus, other than cacti, they also have trees like aloe or the alga or the Joshua tree, right? So they still have beautiful flowers. They still have amazing colors of flowers. But as you can see, the desert plant don't really consume a lot of water. If the resident could possibly just replace their plants to desert plant, it actually saves a lot of water. Yes, by the way, there's a very interesting kind of plant in the desert. It's just called the Joshua tree. Um, if you're interested, we can show you more pictures. But desert plants are more appropriate. This is why. Why desert plants? Desert plants are more appropriate for the Las Vegas climate, right? Why? They don't require watering. They don't need you to get them water. They save a lot of water by themselves. The plants. They don't have a lot of rain. The little rainfall in this area is enough for the desert plant and themselves. So this is why the city could possibly reduce water by nearly 1/3 after they promoted such program, and they made a huge difference in water conservation, right? In water conservation. So also people could actually save water even though they have a lot of rainfall by uh, installing installing the water tank outdoor like this. If you don't worry about mosquitoes or that something, um, you could actually save a lot of public water for outdoor watering, right? So everybody could make a difference. We can make a difference, and we can make some effort to saving water, to the water conservation. We should be part of the solution, not be part of the problem, right? This is a very interesting article if you read it thoroughly. So, right on Tuesday, please make sure you try to read all the sentences carefully. This is the review for Unit 4, and have a nice weekend then. Bye.